It is just kidding guys, this isn't Yuan, but what is going on? Alex7 here, and I know this is a long awaited video, but here I am for part 3 of the TDU3 Island Location Idea. So let's get straight into this video. So guys, as I said, today we're going over 3 islands, and in fact all 3 islands you can see right now on the world. However, let's start off with the very first one, Mallorca, which if you go south of Spain and next to, coincidentally enough, Ibiza, you will find the very first island. Now this has the area of 3,640 kilometers squared with Palma as its main city, and as you can see, it definitely has those Ibiza vibes downtown, especially with all the tight corners and tight roads and everything. In fact, it reminds you of Edinburgh in Forza 4. But right here you have the island. Now as you guys can see, you have definitely a vast amount of harbor space as well as highway space that will go all through the island as a coastal drive, so you can already imagine the views you can get just by looking at this while you're driving along the highway. Now do keep in mind that because it's 3,640 kilometers squared area, you're gonna have to take into account that this is actually more than double the size of Oahu and Hawaii, so it's definitely a lot bigger. However, it is smaller than Corsica, which is just I believe east of it, the island. Now as you can see, of course, you do have a main airport. I mean, I really hope so. It's a pretty big island, and you have a lot of highways that really stretch through the whole way, as you guys can see. So it would be very possible to have this island into the next test drive Solar Crown, as you guys can see, and there is a vast amount of landscape for off-roading, which is another thing that you're going to be needing when I'm sure that Kiloton are going to be designing these type of stuff. So you have hills on that side, a huge mountain coastline along this side, which again, there's going to be some dirt roads I'm sure Kiloton would be able to add if they were able to choose this island, as well as there's some water spots all throughout the mountain ranges. Now of course guys, we do have the highway spaces, which is something that we're going to be needing throughout the whole island. It's something that, you know, our hybrid cars are going to need, especially when we want to get to these top speeds. But that is the island. Now do I think it's going to be here? Not so much. However, let's go over the other couple of islands that I think that it's going to be over. Let's move over to the next one, which coincidentally again guys is literally right here, Mallorca. Now Mallorca is right by Mallorca, which is also right next to Ibiza. I guess this is the island of the M's. But anyways, as you guys can see, this is the next island. Now this one's a lot smaller. This has the total area of 695.7 kilometers squared, and that puts it at a little bit bigger. In fact, just over 100 kilometers squared bigger than Ibiza. So this one would definitely be possible. Now in terms of a vast mountain range, you don't really have that on this island except for the north portion of it. As you guys can see here, I'll zoom in really quick. You guys can see there's only a few, like, you know, mountain ranges and landscapes, but nonetheless it would still be perfect for off-roading. I mean, it's definitely more than many of the other islands that I went over, so it's definitely still possible. And all these dirt roads will definitely tell a story when Kiloton come to do the off-roading. So this island, I think, is honestly quite possible. So this island, you guys might want to take a look out for. I mean, definitely even has a downtown space as well, as you guys can see here. So again, a 1-to-1 scale of this island would be pretty good. But guys, let's not stop there. Now, one of the main islands that I think that I'm going to be covering on this video, and one that I think is honestly quite possible that someone mentioned, is Reunion. Now Reunion, you might have never heard before, but it's right here off the coast of Africa next to Madagascar. So if I zoom in here, this is Reunion. Now Reunion is quite an interesting island guys, mainly because I'll pop up on the screen for you right now. He have just finished designing this bridge that goes outside of the island and travels around the coast. So this is a pretty big thing. If Kiloton were ever able to add it, this would be a crazy sight. I mean, you could only imagine the pictures, the drive and the cruises with your friends if they were able to implement this whole island 1-to-1 scale, which is something that would still be possible. Now it does have the area of 2,500 kilometers squared, which is pretty much 1,000 kilometers squared more than Oahu when you compare it to an island like that. However, the vast landscape of this island is quite a lot, so it'd be pretty possible for them to do it. I mean, you guys can already see here the landscape is pretty insane. The elevation alone is pretty insane. So again, a vast landscape is something that you want to be like tending to look for the next TDU game, as well as something exotic, right? Because TDU was always about that. Now to make your life better, we do indeed also have tunnels. So tunnels is a pretty big thing on this island, but guys, the main thing that you really want to take in here is the coastal drives around this island and this vast landscape. Bridges everywhere, tunnels everywhere, so this would be a pretty possible island. Now it is big, however it's not as big as Corsica or Mallorca, so considering it's going to be a lot easier to make, it'd be quite interesting to see how they're going to implement this island into the game guys. So that's all I have to show you guys for this video. Now where do you guys think this is going to be taking place. Now, I've covered a lot of islands in my past couple of videos. We've done Martinique, we've done Corsica, we've done Philippopolis. So comment down below where you guys think, and any other islands that I've missed. There's so many other islands that I could possibly be at, but which one do you guys think is the most certain one? Now, there's actually a poll on Reddit where some of you guys went ahead and commented on which ones you think it's going to be, and funny enough, Corsica was a pretty high vote, as well as Tenerife. So let me know what you guys think. Where do you guys think it's going to be held? Other than that, leave a like down below and subscribe for more Test Drive Solo Crown content. Also, I'm live streaming on Twitch right now, Test Drive Unlimited 1. So if you guys want to go ahead for a community cruise, drop by in the stream and I'll see you guys there. Other than that, peace out.